And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes, and I am back with another video for you guys. I wanted to talk about the market in NBA 2K21 My Team. Look, there's a lot of stuff happening in My Team in general right now. So we'll start by putting in this horrendous locker code, which is Flash 2 packs in My Team. Yeah, Flash 2 packs in My Team. Okay. It's got to, do a little memory retention on that one. Your boy's memory is not so great. Flash must just put Flash 2 in my... Like, I just don't understand why they can't give us, like, a guaranteed pack, right? Like, I don't understand. With the odds being as bad as they are, like, why can't we just have a guaranteed pack? I just don't understand. Like, oh, man. This is going to be 2 words, too. I just know it. Okay, it's not. All right, so how easy is it to get the flashback? Nearly impossible. If I get the shoot pack, I'm gonna be upset. That's just how it is, and I'm gonna get the shoot pack. I can already just like see it. Yeah, I can see it happening. Whatever. I'll take the 2 tokens all day over the shoot pack. I feel like 2K should actually let us just get a pack. Like, why don't they let us get a Flash 1, a Flash 2, or like a Primetime 1 pack? Like, the odds are horrendous anyway. Like, everyone knows they nerf the odds on free packs anyway, right? Like, why can't I just get this? Like, why can't I just get one of these? Like, I have a sub 2% chance to even pull a diamond or above card anyway, so, like, who cares? Anyways, season agendas, we got some new stuff. We got our Weekend Warrior Part 1. Make sure to complete these because you do get a draft token. Draft is probably the most rewarding game mode in this game as far as, like, prizes goes. They don't look too hard this time. It's win 5 triple threat offline games, 5 steals with point guards. You can do that while you're doing this one. Score 8 second chance points with primetime players in a single game. That's actually kind of difficult if you don't have a primetime big man. I highly recommend Rick Smits and just start chucking 3-pointers until he gets rebounds. Make 2 dunks with Dunktober players in a single triple threat offline game. Once again, if you're looking for a player that's going to do that relatively easy, Lou Dort would be the guy that I would suggest for that. Taylor Horton Tucker can also boom. And then we got this. Win 5 unlimited games, and you get a glitched 90 overall James Harden, who, like, honestly is one of the better shooting guards in the game. I haven't played a single game of unlimited, but I will get this done this weekend. It may take me a long period of time, but, like, I'll get it done. Are you guys excited? Because I'm not wearing a hat this time. This seemed to... freak everyone out during the stream last night. I don't know what you guys thought my head looked like with no hat. Like, did you just think it was just straight bald? Did you think I had like a tattoo of a traditional eagle on my head? Like, what did you guys think was going on in here? Like, did you guys expect me to have Pidgeot hair? Probably. Other than that, we obviously got our Flash 2 challenges and the Part 2 and Part 3 of this week, which I didn't cover before. Like I was saying earlier, when you go and get into a new token, like level, like a token reward level, always look for the guys that you think most of the community is not picking up, because those guys are the ones who are going to get the XP challenges. And we've seen it back-to-back weeks. Like, Trenton Hassel has one. No one picked up Trenton Hassel. Tiago Splitter got 20 rebound XP challenge. You know what I mean? Like, nobody picked those guys up. No one cared. Let's look at the Flash 2 challenges to see if any of these guys are worth picking up for the challenges. Make 7 3-pointers with Tyrese Halliburton in a single game. Halliburton's relatively cheap. You can get him for like 2,000 MT, so that's probably worth 750 XP. Get 20 rebounds with Flash 2 Jay Crowder over multiple triple threat games. Crowder himself is worth picking up anyway. Like, he's relatively cheap as well, and he is a very, very good Ruby wing. So he's worth picking up regardless. He's got a sweet jump shot, and he plays really good defense. So that's definitely worth doing. Get 25 assists with Flash 2 Scottie Pippen. I mean, he's super cheap, so he's worth the rental to get the XP. You know what I mean? You're probably going to lose a few hundred MT, but it's worth it for 1,500, I would say. Score 100 points with Glitch Dennis Rodman over multiple games. I mean, it's going to take a while. I personally love Dennis Rodman. I'm going to talk about this card more. Get 15 rebounds with Flash Dominique over multiple multiplayer games. I can tell you right now, this is not worth it. You can pick them up for about 80K. Just remember, you're going to pick them up for about 80K, then try to sell them back for possibly even less than 80K, and you're going to lose, almost 10,000 MT doing that. Make 20 dunks with glitched Isaiah Thomas. Look, this 2,000 XP is absolutely not worth the almost 200K price tag you're going to be paying for Isaiah Thomas. I've seen him go even higher than that. 20 blocks with Anthony Davis. That's going to take forever, even if you have the MT worth it. You know what I mean? Flash 2 challenge, probably worth doing. Let's see. I hate that they include these holographic ones in here. Like, geez, it's so annoying. Get 7 assists and 1 layup in a single game with Halliburton. I mean, these are all like original owner stuff. I'm glad that at least the original owner ones are the lower tiered cards from the set. You know what I mean? At least they're not like original owner Anthony Davis for 5,000 XP, because that would be really frustrating. Now let's look at the actual cards that came out today. Look, pack odds, absolutely horrendous. Like, if you guys haven't watched my pack opening, do that, number one. As well as that, if you want to check out how truly bad the pack openings are, I don't typically shout him out on this channel because his channel is significantly bigger than mine. That would do absolutely nothing. But DBG released a video just now where he took all of, well, not all of, but a good amount of streamers and YouTubers who did pack openings and actually showed their odds in a spreadsheet, myself included, and my boy Wildmont Gaming were in the mix on that one. That was pretty eye-opening, especially for the player base, to see, especially big names like HTB and Carlos Story, who, regardless what people say, it would be in 2K's best interest to buff those guys' odds specifically, because, I mean, they are bigger creators that a lot of people watch their pack openings. It would be advantageous of them to increase the odds just ever so slightly for some of those bigger streamers, and it appears that they are not doing that, which is, I want to say that's good on 2K, but I think it's actually an incompetence thing. I don't think it's like them doing it to be transparent. You know what I mean? So let's take a look at Tyrese Halliburton first. You can get him for really, really cheap. I'll look exactly what his price is. Actually, let's do that right now. I'm pretty sure he was going for about 3,000 last time I checked, and it's probably even lower now. Is he worth picking up? Absolutely, 100%. I'd probably get him for like 2,400. Yep, right on the money. 6'5", 2 guard, real solid. Pretty good jump shot, 87 mid, 84 3-pointer. I mean, that's basically what you can expect from people at this point. 65 driving dunks, not great, but Halliburton's more of an outside threat anyway. 86 ball handle, 87 pass accuracy. He's not going to be playing defense very well at all, but he's got speed. Overall, he's solid. 79 lateral quickness is a little bit... it's a little sketch. 65 crash tendency, depending on how you play, maybe either really good or really bad. It just kind of depends. That crash tendency is going to cause him to go for a lot more rebounds, especially on the offensive end. And at certain times, you don't want your guards to have a high crash tendency, because then it makes it more difficult for you to get them back on transition. So it's something to kind of think about. It depends on how you play defense. 75 pass intercept, 85 on-ball steal, though. That's really, really good. 50 shot contest is fine. A 50 shot contest this year, especially on next gen, is basically like an 85 shot contest last year on next gen or current gen. 34 foul tendency is also really good, too. Let's look at the badges here. He's got I was going to say Hall of Fame. Gold catch and shoot. He's got break starter, glue hands, dimer. Now that's kind of... Break starter is where that crash tendency kind of helps out a little bit, because if he's one of the people who gets the rebound or that very first pass, you know, he can make an effective outlet pass and start up that transition. That's usually pretty good. I don't think I worded that correctly at all, but like, I don't think you guys are here for my innate basketball knowledge. The only thing I'm really knowledgeable about is like mid-2000s players who scored like 9 points a game. If that's the information that you need, if that's what you need for your trivia team to go to your local bar, I got you. But when it comes to like terminology that's relevant for basketball, I'm sorry. Other than that, I mean, he's got pretty decent gold badges, kind of what you'd expect. Gold Hot Zone Hunter's good, Green Machine's fine, Bullet Passer's good. He's got gold Floor General, so he can be that secondary ball handler. Or if you want to use someone who's more of a catch and shoot kind of point guard, like a Seth Curry or something like that, like Halliburton's going to be very good for that. I wish he could play point guard. Silver corner, silver difficult shots, blinders. Like, he's got pretty much all the badges you'd really want him to have. As far as badges you can add to him if you really need to, the best way I can describe Halliburton is he's going to be very similar to the D'Angelo Russell we saw in the Colossal set, like as far as like what his abilities are on the basketball court. Badges I would give him, Don't waste your time giving him something like Limitless Takeoff. With a dunk rating that low, it's not going to help him at all. I see people do that occasionally, thinking it'll like boost the amount they dunk. That's not the case. Mouse in the House, another one I wouldn't do just because it's not going to make a whole lot of sense for him. At 6'5", majority of the two guards you run into are going to be at least that height. Unless you're playing against a Bradley Beal, it's not really going to ever come into effect. Quick first step is helpful, but it's not something that's totally necessary, being he's not really a drive first point guard. Badges I would give him, though. I mean, clamps is always something you want to give any card that you have. Quick chain is really nice as well. That allows you to kind of chain together dribble moves a little bit easier. So someone like Allen Iverson, the way he moves has a lot to do with quick chain. Pick dodger is always good as well. That usually helps. Pickpocket for him is going to be nice because he's a really good ball stealing card, especially with that high steal and pass intercept tendency. Hyperdrive is always going to be working pretty well too. Ankle breaker, stuff like that are badges that you want to give him. And you can obviously upgrade a lot of these. The fact that he has Gold Hustler is also super huge. I've talked about him a little bit too much, but let's go look at my boy Jay Crowder. Like, Jay Crowder is the sneakiest card in this set. I haven't really seen anybody talk about him. Looks like people are starting to figure out how tight Jay Crowder is because his price has gone up a little bit. About 3,500. 3,500 is actually really good. He's going to play much better at the small forward, but he's got a really solid jump shot. Let me look up his base. He's not the best mid-range shooter, but he's still going to be very, very effective. 85 three-pointer is really, really solid for him. Only an 80 driving dunk, but I mean, it's really not the end of the world. Like, he's fine. Like, Jay Crowder will still boom on people. 79 ball handle. He's a decent passer as well, which is good. 83 steal, 86 perimeter defense with an 83 interior, so he can kind of hold it down either way. If you're playing against someone who's trying to, like, I don't know, post hook you to death, like, he'll be able to hold it down just fine. Rebounding stats are good. Speed's a 78. That's acceptable enough at this point. Like, his jump shot is James Harden with Vince Carter upper. Really good. Take a look at his tendencies real quick. I'm not sure exactly what those are. 60 pass intercept, 55 on ball, 75 shot contest with a 50 block shot. 54 foul tendency is a little rough, but badges wise, he's got it all. At least as far as like what you'd need for him to do. For what you need Jay Crowder to do, he's got you. Like, catch and shoot corner specialist, glue hands right off the bat. Really good 3 badges to have, especially for like a shoot first small forward, or I should say a 3-and-D small forward, because that's essentially what he is. Set shooter, hustler, slippery off ball. He's got pickpocket, silver clamps, interceptor, intimidator, and silver blinders with green machine, hot zone hunter, ankle braces, so he's not going to get crossed. Only bronze clutch shooter, something I recommend if possible, definitely raising up. Super good. Other badges I might give him, Deadeye. I like to have my small forwards have Deadeye because I operate a lot with my guards and I do a lot of kickouts. If you're somebody who relies heavily on kickouts, like Deadeye is imperative for your shooters on the outside to have. Especially if you're playing against someone who's really good at quickly getting over and contesting, like, yeah. Rhythm shooter's not really necessary. Limitless spot up isn't the most necessary thing. I mean, this year, especially next gen, you can shoot. Basically, silver range last year is this year's no range. You know what I mean? As far as like how far back you can shoot. Defensive leader is always really, really helpful. If you plan on playing him at point or at power forward, which I don't recommend, you can give him rim protector. Other than that, I mean, whatever you want to give him. Brick wall, I guess. Difficult shots would help a little bit too. Now let's look at some of the other guys. Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen's one of the best defensive cards in this game, right? He's absolutely a monster, but is he worth the price? That's a good question, because last I saw he was going for about 15K or so. Yeah, he's still going for around 15K, I would guess. Probably around 15, 16K. Is he really worth it? And this is on Xbox, by the way. Prices are always way higher on Xbox for some reason. Hey, 6'8", great player build, great defensive animations. You know, he's got that Kawhi Leonard defensive stance, which is really important. The 74 three-pointer does suck, but I would highly recommend giving him a shoe if you can. Even if it's just like a +2 or a +3 3-point boost, it's definitely worth it for someone like Scottie Pippen for sure. Because he brings you a unique combination of ball handling and defense that a lot of the other 3-and-D guys don't really give you. And that's why trying to boost his 3 as much as humanly possible is ideal. because then he's more of a complete card. He has a slow jump shot, but that 93 perimeter defense, man, Scottie Pippen is nasty. Like, he's super good defensively. Kawhi Leonard still might be a little bit better. I've always preferred Scottie Pippen over Kawhi Leonard, though. That's always kind of been my thing. Now, looking at Dennis Rodman, like, Rodman is expensive to a certain extent, but you can get him for as low as, like, 15K. Look, right away, just like Peja Stojakovic this year, he's going to have an atrocious jump shot, and Jokic would be another one that has, like, a really bad jump shot. I am super green with Dennis Rodman. I don't know what it is. I think it has a lot to do with me using that glitched wilt for so long last year that I'm able to green with these horrendous jump shots, because, like, I green pretty consistently with Peja and Dennis Rodman. I don't know what it is, and they have two arguably the worst jump shots in the game. So my main point in telling you this is not to humble brag and pretend like I'm really good at the game. You guys watch me stream. I'm not really that tight. What I'm saying is, even if the whole of the community says a jump shot is trash, or your favorite YouTuber says a jump shot is trash, for you personally, it might not be trash. Like, Dennis Rodman has an arguably garbage jump shot, right? I don't miss with him, though. Like, on catch and shoot situations, I do not miss with Dennis Rodman when I'm not contested fully. You know what I mean? Even when it comes to like 15, 20% contest, I'm still greening shots with Dennis Rodman. He is a pure 3-and-D guy. Super good. I believe, let me see what I gave my Dennis Rodman, because I gave him a couple additional badges. First off, that Hoff rebound chaser is overpowered, number one. He has like catch and shoot corner specialist gold, rim protector, intimidator, blinders, set shooter, green machine, hot zone hunter, volume shooter. He's got gold hustler as well, which I believe I gave him gold hustler. Dennis Rodman deserves to have hustler. Silver limitless spot up, so if you're running a freelance, he'll be at the top of the key. You can shoot from deep. I gave him bronze deadeye as well because of that slow jump shot. It definitely helps him out. He has silver defensive leader. He's a glitch card. You can give him every card in the game, or every card in the game, every badge in the game. Isaiah Thomas is the best point guard in this game. There's no question about it, but he is way too expensive. It's not worth spending this amount of money on a point guard right now. Like, it's just not. I will stick with Fred VanVleet. I don't even care. Like, same goes for Anthony Davis. Like, it is not worth spending this amount of money on Anthony Davis. Or this amount of MT, I should say. Is Anthony Davis good? Absolutely, of course. Like, he's great. They even boosted up his three-point shot more than I thought they were going to. I'm shocked that they did that, to be honest with you. He is the best big man in this game by a pretty wide margin, in my opinion anyway. I personally would probably use Dikembe, though. He's just better defensively, but that's just how I operate my center. If you're someone who needs a more offensive focused big man, like, Anthony Davis is goated. Like, he's definitely going to be worth it, but should you purchase him? No. Dominique Wilkins is 100% not worth it. Let me tell you why. You would be better off grabbing primetime Jason Richardson. I'm not even kidding. Like, he is just literally a better version of what Dominique brings you. He's got a better jump shot. Player build's about the same. The fact that you can't give this Dominique quick first step for some reason is mind-blowing to me. I do not understand what's up with that, but that's just... And we haven't seen a lot of the cards fall in price by that much, which I'm not really too shocked about. Like, Jokic fell in price a bit because now we have somebody who's a little bit better at what he does. But I'm still using Jokic. I still like him a lot, so that's just how I feel about it. Dirk kind of fell a lot because Anthony Davis fills like a Dirk type role. We haven't seen a noticeable decrease in guys like Dikembe Mutombo because they're Dikembe Mutombo. His price has fallen a little bit, but there's just not very many of them. Also, I'm just going to say this right now. You don't need the flawless Dikembe Mutombo. I promise it doesn't do anything. This dude has 29 gold badges, unlimited contract, and an unlimited shoe on his Dikembe. I swear, you don't need that. Like, he's pretty good straight out of the box. You don't really need that at all. Dominique, let's see what's up with Derrick Rose. Did he drop it all? I'm not really sure what happened here. No, I mean, he's 100K. There's only like 4 of them, so it is what it is. Check the prime time, guys. Chris Bosh is another one that took a pretty big fall after Anthony Davis. If he were a buyout, I would buy Chris Bosh because he is super, super tight. Like, Andre Iguodala, is he under 100K? Finally. I'm not going to buy him, but, like, geez, he did not deserve to be that much MT. Monte Ellis fell a lot, but it's still not worth it. Look, if you're liking what Dominique Wilkins has to offer, I'm not even kidding. Buy a Jason Richardson and then just give him quick first step, and he'll be better than that Dominique ever could be. Because for whatever reason, Dominique can't have quick first step. I don't understand it. So, as always, it's been your boy Cheap Ludes. As far as badges, most of them are staying relatively the same. Let's look at what AD has to offer and like what badges you can give him. And those might go up a little bit. So let's see, upgradables. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if any of them ankle braces, perhaps. That might be the only one, though. Quick first step, but that badge is already expensive, so it's not like it's really going to make a huge difference. That's tied to AD. Yeah, I mean, realistically, that's about it. Like, nothing else is really going up in price. Quick first step is already expensive, so. As always, it's been your boy Cheap Loots. Thanks for watching the video. I appreciate you guys. Drop a like on this video, comment down below, and shout out to DBG for throwing my name in the spreadsheet. That was pretty tight. Peace out, guys.